welcome to the Sleep Talk Podcast, a podcast where we talk about mostly Pokemon, but also Nintendo products as well. And joining me today, we have Alex the Oragurdian.
I got up at 5 a.m. just to record this for you guys, so I hope...
He was actually forced against his will.
Dobbs threatened to kick me off the podcast unless I joined, so yeah, hi.
I thought we were going to record it without you.
Me too.
Alex is the real champ. And then we next have Shelby Trikiwi.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello there. Nice song you uploaded today.
Thank you.
The day of Thursday.
Wow. On the 14th.
On the 14th, 2017.
Yeah.
Alright, the next we have Adam Kangas Cloud.
Well, hello.
What up, Pimp?
Sure. Wait, what? Yes.
What up, Pimp?
Okay. I was not expecting that. Yeah, it's good to be here. And I don't like, though, that you gave away the secret of what day we're actually recording this on, because I was prepared to fake that. So.
Uh-oh.
No. We're good. They know now. They know it's on a Thursday, and I doubt this will be uploaded on a Thursday.
Yeah. Well,
for me, we're recording on a Friday, so if that helps.
Sure.
All right. So, so in this podcast, we're going to talk about the most recent Nintendo Directs with the new Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon news. We're also going to do today in Pokemon history, a fun segment where we revisit the memories of Pokemon in this certain day or week or whatever. We're also going to have random thing of the week, where it's going to be like, non-Pokemon related. And it's going to be just something random to talk about. We're going to have a true or false segment. We're going to have a guest for a week, which will be Vinny for this week. And then finally, we'll end it with Pokemon 20 questions. So yeah, we hope you guys enjoy it. And let's do this. Alright, Shelby, so what's in the Pokemon news today in the Pokemon universe?
So the Nintendo Direct came out this week, so that was pretty exciting. We got 2 new Pokemon. Well, they're actually 2 new Ultra Beasts. There's UB Assembly, and there's UB Burst. Ooh. So UB Assembly comes with Ultra Moon, and UB Burst comes with Ultra Sun. So they're interesting. What do you think about these things?
UB Starburst. Well, that's what I have to say.
Well, the response of these two things has been very mixed. Like, I've seen a lot of hate towards them. I've seen some positivity towards them. I personally think Burst is pretty cool, that it takes his head off and, like, throws it at the opponent and it explodes. And as I put on Twitter, it reminds me of a certain Digimon.
Sure.
Which Digimon?
Piedmon, because he looks a lot like a clown.
Oh, sure.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
Maybe I think of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I definitely have mixed feelings about it.
I wonder if the new clown-looking Ultra Beast is like a jab at the new It movie, because that was just released like last week.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this is a coincidence or it's like actually
probably
connected.
A coincidence, honestly.
It's definitely a coincidence.
Because I don't think that they would be like,
I don't believe
we know
in
that it's coming out.
I mean, they did that with the Donald Trump, like with Gumshoes. They
they announced that They announced that had nothing to do with Donald Trump, so I'm pretty sure this has nothing to do with the It Clown. Anyway, UB Assembly, I don't know, I think my attitude towards these two is pretty positive, mainly because if you look at the Ultra Beasts as a whole, they all look completely different to what we'd expect from a normal Pokemon. And I'm thinking, in some sort of ways, these kind of look more like Pokemon than the others. For example, Pheromosa, that was it. That to me does not look like a Pokemon, and neither does
Guzzlord.
Neither does Buzzwole. Guzzlord looks a bit more like a Pokemon.
Yeah, I love Guzzlord. That's my favorite Ultra Beast.
That thing freaks me out, dude.
So what? So what do we think that the types are going to be on these Ultra Beasts?
Fairy.
That's interesting.
Burst, I think will definitely be Fairy.
UB Assembly, Rock and Psychic,
Steel.
maybe.
I thought Rock and Psychic. That was my first instinct.
It looks like that Jenga game where you put blocks up like on top of each other and pull things out.
Maybe they do that in the Pokemon world.
Maybe when he attacks, he rearranges his own blocks.
Probably.
Oh, that'd be dope.
There have been a lot of memes of these two, we can say for sure.
I don't like the Burst one that much, honestly.
So, the Assembly one, are all are all the bricks on their eyes? Like, obviously...
Illuminati.
No, I was not thinking that, but...
That'd be cool if when it attacks, like, it will, like, change its form to, like, a different
You know what, Dobbs?
type.
I thought you were going to say, you know what, that'd be cool if it was based on the Illuminati. But,
dude, it does. Oh, I'm looking at a picture now, and it actually does look like a pyramid type, Illuminati type thing.
Here we go.
And then
Dude, I'm
it
not even
begins.
lying.
I mean, when you're right, you're right.
So are you saying that the eyes are on the bricks or behind the bricks, like the missing one in the middle?
I think
it's like
It's kind of like Monster House. Have y'all seen Monster House?
Yes, I've seen that.
I've never seen that in my
Pokemon
life.
version.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, we're gonna have podcast, sleep talk, movie night, and we're gonna watch sleep.
You're
Wait,
all
oh, wait,
invited.
Yeah, okay. I've seen that. That was like a long ass time ago, though.
Yeah, it's like weird movie with the house. That's a monster.
So we're saying rock type for UB.
I was thinking either Rock or Steel, but I think
Sibley.
it's definitely either going to be Rock or Steel and then possibly Psychic.
Let's
And
see.
then the other one
I don't know. I'm
Burst,
thinking
I think
dark
it's-
and rock for the UB symbol. And for the cloud looking one, maybe like a fairy psychic.
Yeah, I could see Fairy Psychic because it kind of
I was
reminds me of Mr. Mime, but weirder.
but weirder because it has no face.
Yeah, basically. It's like a dancing disco ball.
That's kind of
Okay.
weird. Is there a fairy
Mutation.
psychic Pokemon right now?
Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime.
Oh yeah, that's
you
right.
just said that.
Gardevoir is also Fairy Psychic.
Oh, well, rest in peace.
Maybe this is Mr. Mime's long lost father coming back.
Oh
to say
god.
hello.
What's rock psychic? Do we have any rock psychic?
Solgaleo. No, I'm about to say
Soul
Solgaleo.
Rock?
No.
Oh, that's right.
Solrock and Lunatone.
Yeah.
So, do you think this could be like an enhanced version of Solrock, or
No.
No. Well, I kind of wish that they would have done that
do
for
you?
Sun and Moon.
No, that's my next question. Do you wish these were enhanced versions of those Pokemon instead of what
Like
they
a-
are?
I mean, I feel like that'd be way too predictable to do like something with Luna Rock and Sun Rock, whatever.
Luna Rock and Sun Rock.
I forget.
Soul
I'm not good with their
and
names. I suck with
Lunatone.
names. like, in
Somewhere in
general.
a dark room, there is a Lunatone and a Solrock just weeping right now. Just
Like I met someone
sorry.
the other day, and she told
They
me her
got
name.
so excited when they heard that Dobbs was doing a podcast, and then when they turned out that Dobbs didn't even know their names, they're just weeping.
I suck with names in general. Like I forget people's names.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
More things from the Nintendo Direct. We get to see Solgaleo and Lunala in their Necrozma form thingies, and we get to see what actually happens. So Necrozma apparently captures them, and then it becomes Dusk Mane Necrozma or Dawn Wings. Oh crap! Wow, Dawn Wings Necrozma,
Yeah.
and it adds to their signature moves. So that's pretty interesting. Then, on top of that, Lycanroc also gets a Z move. It's called Splintered Storm Shards. So that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about the Dusk Lycanroc form and stuff. And apparently you have to have a special Rockruff for that. So I'm kind of disappointed that you can't just catch it in the wild.
It was confirmed. It was already confirmed that only certain Rockruff, and being the one that was given to you, can only evolve into the Dusk form, Lycanroc.
Yep.
oh, that's kind of
Um,
lame, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate.
Also, in the trailer for when they were showing off Lycanroc's new Z move, when it attacked the Z move that was being shown off in the Lycanroc, that was being used on that poor Tapu Koko, it didn't faint the Tapu Koko, which is making me think, is this going to be another Z move that only does like 75% health? Kind of puts me off using the Z move in the future, because I'm not really a fan of moves that aren't guaranteed to kill the opponent.
Yeah,
basically.
that's true. Do you prefer the Z move or the Mega Evolutions?
I like the
much
Mega
prefer
Evolutions
Mega
much
Evolutions. Yeah.
I think I was more hyped for the Mega Evolutions as well. Just seeing what new Pokemon will be getting them.
Yeah. The biggest difference to Mega Evolutions to the Z moves is, even though Z moves are kind of cool, like, they can get a bit stale after like seeing the same one over and over and over again.
Yeah, for sure.
And with Mega Evolutions, you get a whole new design for the Pokemon.
Yeah, that's what I like most about Pokemon are the designs.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what really caught me in the original games, because I was like in love with the sprites. I thought
Yeah.
the sprites gave them like a lot of personality.
Like, if you ask someone, would you rather see a new Mega Evolution for Flygon or a new Z move for Flygon? Who the hell is going to say Z move?
Yeah, I know.
If you think about it.
Yeah, let us know in the comments of what you prefer, Z moves or Mega Evolution.
Yeah, that could be the question of the day. Let us know in the comment section below.
And if you say you prefer Z moves, you're lying.
Wow.
Alex will actually come over to your house and
He'll tell you to your face that you're lying.
I would not do that, but I wouldn't believe anyone. I probably wouldn't believe anyone who said they prefer Z moves.
So that's your job, is to convince Alex.
Unless it's from a competitive standpoint, then fair enough. Because, Megas did kind of break the game with Kangaskhan.
Seeing the Z move for the first time was kind of cool, but the animation is so long, and after seeing it multiple times, it gets kind of boring. Whereas Mega Evolution is it's fresh every time because the animation's not that long. Yeah. And you don't see it that much.
The animation's definitely really cool. I just think it's kind of like a win button, because there's a lot of strategies that come with competitive play and stuff, and then if you have the Z move, then you could just kind of one-shot people most of the time anyway. So it's oh, okay, well, that kind of takes away from the strategy, but that's just my opinion. I still like the animations and stuff, though.
It's just that, they can get a bit repetitive when they're used a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I just want a skip. I just want a skip button, just to skip it.
Yeah. Well, they need that for freaking Ultra Moon. Oh my God, help me, save me! I'm dying.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Ultra Sun Moon.
Yeah, those.
If you turn off attack animations, do Z moves still play out?
I don't know.
Has anyone here turned off attack animations?
I've never tried that.
That's a good question, honestly.
I've never freaking tried that.
Also, with the Lycanroc news, the special Rockruff, if you get it from Ultra Sun, it will know the move Fire Fang, and then for Ultra Moon, your Rockruff will know Thunder Fang, so that's pretty cool. Which one would y'all really get? Which
Moon.
one are you? Moon?
I am a creature of the moon.
I am too. I personally love Moon.
Well, we are called Sleep Talk Podcast, so we're usually under the moon.
Yeah.
I mean, I played Sun version when I started because whenever I pick a game version, I always pick based on the cover Pokemon, and I slightly prefer Solgaleo to Lunala. Although I will say I do really like Lunala's Necrozma form.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like both of the Necrozma forms, to be honest.
Yeah,
I do too.
They're definitely grown on me.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, ever since the Gen 4, Gen 5 games, I've just been buying both games. Now I'll beat one, then beat the other.
I will say, I'm wondering if they're so obviously Ultra Sun gets a Fire Fang Rockruff and Ultra Moon gets a Thunder Fang Rockruff. I'm wondering if that's a nod to Gen 5. How there's Reshiram the Fire Dragon, and then Zekrom the Electric Dragon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So then on top of the Nintendo Direct, the thing that I'm the most excited for is Misty and Brock returning to the anime. I've been waiting for them for so long, and they're finally coming to the Sun and Moon anime. I know a lot of people already know this, but oh my goodness, finally!
Yes, I actually watched it this morning because in Japan it was just released today. I could not understand a word of it.
It wasn't subbed?
Nope, it was not.
You were just watching it?
I was just watching it. I was just kind of taking it in, like a sunset. It's just kind of there, and you're like, oh, that's nice. You don't really know what's going on, astronomically, but it's just kind of there. But yeah, no, I mean, you could get it. You could see what's going on. Team Rocket was there with their usual shenanigans. And...
Did Team Rocket have Arbok and coughing or wheezing?
No, they didn't go that.
They have Beware and...
They didn't cut that team. Yeah, Beware. And...
That'll be a bit too much fan service.
Yeah,
I would be very happy though.
Yeah,
it'll definitely make fans happy.
No, but it was. I haven't really been watching this season, but I did watch that because I just wanted to see Brock and Misty, and they go on a. I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but this starts the episode. They go on it's kind of like a field trip. It looks like back to Kanto, and everyone's so excited, and then they see him and. It's kind of what you'd expect. It's the same dynamic. To me, it literally felt like a crossover episode. Like how TV shows there's one series crosses. It didn't feel like returning to the same series. It felt like like 2 different series crossing over.
That's so strange.
It was a fun dynamic, but it was kind of weird. Like, it was...
I do think it's a bit odd that Misty and Brock have the exact same clothes as they did
that is
in
strange.
season 1.
Exactly.
That is really strange.
Well, that's why, to me, why I say a crossover episode, because it doesn't, like, you'd think it would kind of, like, because the series itself has evolved, so some of the things, like, they really made a point to, like, make it feel like you were going back to Kanto, even though the character designs are a little bit different, like how the people actually look and behave. But
did you get to see what Pokemon they had?
You see a couple of them, but I think in the second episode of the story arc, you see more. This one you just see a couple of the ones they're
like, are they the same Pokemon from the original anime, or are they actually evolved?
They get Megas, because Misty gets Mega Gyarados, and Brock gets Mega Steelix.
And I think that comes into the second episode in the arc. They don't really, they don't do any battling or anything, those ones.
Why do Misty and Brock get Megas before Ash? What the hell?
Well, he got Astro Ninja, so, I mean...
that's true.
That is true.
But
that's something that's never happened with any trainer ever.
Well, Ash has a long way to go, even though it's been like a billion years. But...
I mean, Ash has ridden on top of Lugia into, like, a legendary battle, so...
I think he's... let's see, has he rode on every single
evolution, though? Also in the episode, you get to see Misty take her shirt off.
Oh, that's good.
She's not
naked. She's 10!
She's not...
I was so surprised when I found that out.
She's wearing a swimsuit, hello?
I always thought Misty and Brock were at least in their teens.
Yeah. No, she looks Misty. Like, and someone pointed out, like, in one of the games, like, she looks like what she's wearing in one of the games, like, same outfit.
I'm so excited for it, honestly.
It's a really cute episode. It's worth watching. I can't wait for the second one.
I wish that they were there for the remainder of the anime, honestly.
I know, it's kind of sucks because it makes you realize what a fun dynamic they were. And for me, maybe it's just because I've been watching the latest season, it makes me realize how uninvested I feel like I'm going to be in the newer characters, because I'm like, I don't care at all about them, but when Misty and Brock show up, I'm like, hey.
See, that's how I am.
Trade them out. I mean, like, this little weird-looking fellow with the Togedemaru, I don't care about him.
I mean, when Brock. Tracy was around back in the day, like, I still kind of watched it, but all I was thinking of is, please, bring back Brock.
Yeah.
I need Brock.
There hasn't been a season or a movie I've watched that's gone by that was missing those characters that I did not wish for them to return.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to the next segment then.
Alright, so what happened today or around this time in Pokemon history, Kingus Cloud?
Well, today, or around this time in Pokemon history, I don't actually know when this will be going up. So, I will say, on September 16th, 2004, Pokemon Emerald is released in Japan. Pokemon Emerald, also, and released later in North America.
Dang.
Released in North America May the next year, but in Japan it sees its first debut, which is also, by the way, about a week and a half after the American releases of Fire Red and Leaf Green. So you have a lot of games kind of dropping around that time in the Game Boy Advanced era.
Man, it's been nearly 13 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I remember just like yesterday I was buying Emerald and playing that game.
That's insane.
It was the fifth and final Generation 3 Core Series game. And it had a lot of features that weren't present in the earlier paired versions. And it was the second highest selling video game of 2005 when it was released in North America the next year.
What was the first most sold?
In 2005, that's a good question.
I feel old.
I don't think it was Pokemon. I wouldn't know.
I believe Emerald is the only Gen 3 main series game I've like properly played through.
Okay.
Like the only other one was Fire Red, but I only did that to get to the SSN.
Yeah.
It was for a video. Emerald was pretty cool. Fire Red, Leaf Green, I played a little bit. Ruby Sapphire, I don't think I've ever touched.
Yeah, when I think about it, Gen 3 was probably the gen I played the least, actually. I'm not saying anything bad, I'm just saying if I really reflect on it, I probably played, either Gen 3 or Gen 5. I don't think I played a lot.
I played Gen 3 to death.
I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but Gen 3 was very underwhelming for me because, like most people know, Gen 2 was my favorite generation of all time. And that was like the best game ever. And playing Gen 3 after that was kind of underwhelming for me. So I love the sprites from the previous gen.
I was so excited. I even remember seeing the commercial on Cartoon Network. It was like showing trainers that looked very similar to like Groudon and other Pokemon. And whenever I saw that, I was like, new Pokemon. And I was so freaking excited.
How many of you guys thought that Brendan had white hair?
Me.
I did.
I thought that.
I still, to this day, will argue anyone that says otherwise.
Oh, he's wearing a hat that has like some white on it.
No, it's white hair.
It proves it in the manga.
The hat is a ruse.
I felt betrayed whenever I found that out.
I felt betrayed as well.
Like, it's like, no, that's hair.
I will say, though, even though I feel like I don't know what I was doing. Gen 3, I didn't play as much of it. I appreciate it, and a lot of my favorite Pokemon, or a lot of good Pokemon, I should say, I feel like came out in Gen 3. A lot of Pokemon I liked.
It was the first gen that we saw a firefighting Pokemon, which was very awesome, but then, like, the next 3 gens was firefighting as well.
Then they're like, ooh, I like this idea. Let's continue to do this. I
mean,
I seriously wonder why they did that. Like,
it was great the second time they did it. In fact, it was perfection the second time they did it. But the third time, they went kind of downhill with Ember.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will say that with Gen 3, I watched a lot of the Gen 3 anime.
With May and Max?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do think same. Gen 3 easily has the best anime opening themes. All of them are really memorable.
That's true.
I'm undefeated.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Bro, I used to go to school.
That was pretty good.
And then come home and watch that.
I think my favorite was the Battle Frontier theme. But apart from that, as for the Gen 3, I also played a lot of Mystery Dungeon. I played a lot of Pokemon and watched a lot of Pokemon from Gen 3. That's not the main series games, which is kind of awkward.
Well, not really, because I played Pokemon Coliseum to death too. I freaking loved that game. I know it, like, a lot of people don't like it, but I had a lot of fun with it, and XD as well.
It was very different. I was kind of disappointed. I guess the Gen 3 era was just very underwhelming for me.
I will bite your face. Not really.
Sorry, it's just like I was like really into Pokemon Stadium as well. And when
here at the Sleep Talk podcast, we do not condone any violence towards people, no matter what generation they liked.
Yes.
I never actually played Coliseum. I've never actually played it.
You never played Coliseum? Ooh, I recommend.
Looking back, it's a really cool game. But like at the time, I was like so pumped to see these Gen 3 Pokemon in a Pokemon Stadium like game. And then when I found out that like when Coliseum wasn't like a stadium game, I was like, what is this?
I was kind of the opposite. Like, I was kind of expecting it to be a stadium game. And like you, I was pretty excited for it. But then whenever I played it, and I you know how there's like that rental version or rental place that you could just get all those Pokemon? I was thinking that Coliseum was going to be just like that. So whenever I didn't see that, I was so confused. Yeah. But then I saw that there was a story mode, and I about died, because I never saw a 3D Pokemon besides Stadium that actually had a story mode.
Like, this is the time when the internet wasn't like where you can just find leaks or footage of the game. Like, when you bought the game, you didn't know what you were expecting besides what you saw from the trailer on TV. Mm-hmm. So, like, when I bought the game, I was like, it's like, where's the rental Pokemon and like Stadium like aspect of this game? I was so confused, but
I missed that. I hate leaks now. I feel like everything's always spoiled.
Dude. Yeah.
One thing to do with that, which I actually quite like with the new games, is that with Sun and Moon, they showed so much of the game off before release, like almost all of it, basically.
I know, dude.
Pretty much. Yeah. Like, you know all the Pokemon, you know all of most of the story anyway, and like the cutscenes.
The whole Pokedex was leaked before the game even came out.
Yeah.
And that wasn't intentional, but yeah.
But I just remember buying the books, like the walkthrough manual thingies, just to see all the new Pokemon, because that's the only way that you would ever know who's all in the game.
Forgot about those.
Dude,
oh my goodness, I was buying. Well, I didn't buy them because I was.
And when a new Pokemon was teased in the anime that wasn't released in the games, you're like, what is that?
Like, what is that?
It was way more. It was awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I miss that.
Obviously, Sun and Moon, they showed so much off, but with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, what I like is that they haven't showed much of the game off at all. Like,
that's what I worry about, though. That's what I worry about, because like, what if there isn't like, what if it's like a big? I keep on coming back to this word, but what if it's like underwhelming? What if there's not that many new features in this game?
Yeah, that's the biggest fear, is that in a way they're showing off as much as they did with Sun and Moon. By that I'm saying the game doesn't have much. But
Yeah.
I'm sure that won't be the case. I feel like they're on purposely not showing as much just to make the games feel fresher. I think, you know, we all really hope to have like kind of surprise when playing the game, and Sun and Moon, it did kind of have that with like the story of Sun and Moon, and at the end finding out who the champion was and all that, even though it was spoiled by people on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those people can die in a hole. But yeah,
Oh,
so
calling out the PokeTubers by Alex the Oreguardian.
Oh my god.
I don't condone violence at all, but people who spawn on
But people
Twitter.
who go die
But
in
you
a
find
hole.
a hole and happen to die in it.
Yeah. But yeah, I overall hope that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon's like.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, like, but I wonder if they've kind of missed their mark. 'Cause I see what you're saying, in which they want to kind of hold suspense over. Like, maybe that's why we aren't seeing. They're like kind of learning a lesson from Sun and Moon, where they want to be like, oh, we don't want to give everything away. We want people like chomping at the bit for it. But I feel like by now, even if they're not going to release a lot, they should have released something like tantalizing, because that's how movies do it. Like, they show that trailer at the beginning that's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to see? Like, Star Wars is something Alex and I can relate to. Good example.
Yes.
How they do a trailer, it's like it's StarArs, so it's like, you know, it's going to be the same stuff, but they release a trailer that's like, but what's this though? Like, even though we know it's going to be the same thing in a sense.
I feel like they do a little bit better job, though. I mean, that's you know what I mean. Like, Star Wars is smart.
Yeah, it's a different scale. It's a different scale, to be sure. It's just an example, but I mean, like, what is our
releasing two games that are essentially the same is freaking genius in terms of like marketing. You calling that not smart?
Okay. But yeah, I mean,
guys,
I'm just saying they did not learn from X and Y, and so much stuff was leaked during X and Y.
That's true.
I think the reason why a lot of people have been underwhelmed with these Ultra Sun and Ultra Moons news so far is because at this point we're kind of used to having so much information shot at us, especially with Sun and Moon, how almost the whole game was basically shown.
Yeah.
We're honestly spoiled.
But Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, like I said, they've not shown much at all, which I like. I personally am glad they haven't shown much. So people, you know, who say it's underwhelming, I'm like, I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it. No, as long as the game is fantastic.
Well, I will say, like, the latest trailer they dropped, or the latest little bit of footage that they showed, that music, and with Necrozma like going in for the Solgaleo, like, that was really cool. Like, I think like that's enough to get, like, I was like, my heart's a little bit racing. Like, I want to now. I really want to know what's
racing.
I'm
gonna see you sitting in the chair with your arms up.
I was jumping up in my seat. I'm not gonna lie. But that's what I was wondering. Like, what I was saying. Like, I'm kind of in the same page with you, Alex. That, like, I don't mind not having much, but I feel like that what we saw just this week, maybe they should have shown that a little bit earlier to, like, kind of build up momentum towards it. Because that was kind of a cool shot, some cool stuff. Like, they could have worked that out a little bit earlier to get people talking about it earlier. Like, even if they didn't show much else, then people are at least kind of like building their hopes on something really cool. But then again, maybe it's the other way, where they don't really have much else to offer, so they don't want to let people down.
That would be a bit.
So maybe
crap,
that's why. I don't know.
Alright, so Alex the Oreguardian, what is the random thing of this week's podcast?
Alright, so Random Thing of the Week is the segment where we just take a topic that's preferably not Pokemon that we choose to talk about. And the Random Thing of the Week this week is a little bit out of date, I guess, because this episode is going out later than expected, but it's going to be on Tricky's new favorite film, the new Death Note movie.
And it doesn't matter when we do it, it's a timeless classic.
No!
Timeless.
Yo, Death Note?
So, Tricky, would you like to explain why you
Let's-
like this
I
film
hate
so much?
that movie.
Let's talk
So,
about
out
Death
of your
Note.
top 10 favorite movies,
So let the viewers know, Kenga and Alex have not seen Death Note. Have you guys
No,
seen
we
the
haven't.
new movie, though? The movie that came on Netflix?
Well, if I haven't seen the series, I'm not going to watch the film.
Why not?
I will say that.
that.
yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'll talk about it.
Although I
It's
will say
great.
Tricky apparently makes it sound good. So,
All right,
You know, I've been
so-
seeing ads for it all over
Eh.
YouTube.
They make the ads look pretty good, but whenever
The ads
you
look great.
actually watch it,
So
if you've
I thought it was good.
seen-
Looks like
Shelby
a Marvel
thought it was
movie.
bad. So Shelby, what do you think that was bad about it?
Well, there's a lot of things. Well, I've been a Death Note fan for a very long time, and I've seen the anime like a lot, and I know that it was just supposed to be like an American adaptation of the film, or the anime rather.
Yeah.
And they were just kind of trying to make like a standalone thing. But even if there was no anime Death Note, I feel like as a standalone film, it would have been horrible. Because
I can agree on that.
Yeah, because like if you compare it with the anime, of course anime fans are gonna get pretty upset about it because it has, I mean, Light's supposed to be smart. He's a complete and utter idiot in the movie. And
yeah, he's kind of so like in the anime, like it's kind of spoilers. So if you want to,
well, we shouldn't spoil it too much, but just like the general idea is fine.
So Light is like a genius in the anime.
Yeah, he's a freaking genius.
And like he's always 20 steps ahead of the game. And in this movie, he's kind of like whipped by this girlfriend of his.
Yeah, he didn't even know her that well. He just knew her face because he thought that she was hot. And then like she's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I can kill people with a Death Note.
So I guess he writes in the thing, people die. I mean, so what I really want to know is how was Willem Dafoe in this movie? The actor Willem Dafoe.
He played Ryuk, and he did a fantastic job.
Was it weird having Spider-Man's Green Goblin in the movie?
I was about to say something related to the Green Goblin.
Nah, dude. I mean, you didn't really get to see much of Ryuk. He was just out in the shadow most of the time. Like
Ryuk was the best thing about the movie.
How many times did he say Spider-Man?
How many times did he sing the Incy Vincy Spider?
The Incy Vincy Spider
with the water spout.
I like that Alex and I are like, we're just imagining the Death Note movie with the Green Goblin in it.
There's going to be a
and
YouTube
it sounds
edit.
Fantastic, to be honest. Like,
There's going to be a YouTube edit somewhere of...
One thing I would have hoped to see in the Death Note movie was more of Ryuk, because you barely get to see any footage of him.
Yeah.
And his like sense of humor, I guess.
Ryu from Street Fighter's in the movie.
Ryuk.
Ryuk
You didn't put the K at the end.
Goblin.
I thought the ending was kind of a cop-out. I didn't like the ending at all, but like I enjoyed the ride.
He decided to be smart at the end. Like the last minute, he decided to be smart. I feel like they got L's mannerisms good.
Yeah.
Except for the emotional part. Like the dude kept getting mad every 2 seconds. And L doesn't get mad every 2 seconds. Like, this guy was, like, playing off of his emotions instead of his brain.
That's
so
true.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most disappointing you could be, 1 being...
1 billion!
Wait. That's
like backwards.
That's not how 1 to 10 scales work.
1 is the worst, 10 is the best.
Bad, 10 is good.
Okay, fine.
Well, neither side was going to be good. I was just assuming.
Okay, go on.
So, let's just say this. The Death Note anime is a 10.
Yes.
And then the live action films are 0. So
wait, you said you liked it, Dobbs.
I was going to say
No. I'm saying I'm saying that as a
Are you saying that you like trash films?
No, dude. I'm saying like as in general,
I'll admit
live
I like
action
trash films.
adaptations of anime.
I don't know if
0.
anyone's seen the 1980s hit Gremlins, but it's amazing.
Yeah,
and
Dobbs,
it's terrible.
Dobbs doesn't like good films, which is why he refuses to do a Finding Nemo theme battle.
You know what
I would put the movie at a 5.
And what minute mark did it take for us to mention Finding Nemo?
What did you like about the Death Note movie?
I honestly, to me, like I'm kind of a new Death Note fan. I started watching it like 2 or 3 years ago. I watched the whole anime movie they had. Like just like took all the scenes and like put it into like a 2-hour movie. Mm-hmm. And then I actually went through the whole anime and watched every episode. I did that twice. I just recently finished it again. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. To me, like it felt like they captured the characters pretty well. Besides Light's whipped personality with Mia or whatever her name is in the movie.
Yeah, they named her Mia. I did not like the relationship in the movie at all. That was making me so mad.
Yeah.
What relationship? I don't know why I'm asking. I don't care.
I care. I the more I listen to this, the more I care.
Well, the thing that I find to be very sad is the creator who made the Death Note movie. He recently deleted his Twitter because he was getting harassed.
Getting hates.
Oh,
I don't agree with that. Bad. Like, I understand that a lot of people don't like it. I personally do not like the film myself. I wouldn't watch it again. But You shouldn't harass someone.
Would you watch it again so that the guy... Would you watch it again in order to restore the guy's Twitter?
Ooh, that's like the real like Death Note decision. That's like that's a life or death choice right there.
God dang it! Just write my name in the book. Go
So-
ahead and kill me.
I would just rather die than face this choice.
Alright, so the next segment is called True or False. Each week, we're going to have a different podcast member bring 3 questions that have 2 false and 1 true. This week, Alex brought his. What are you laughing about, dude? I'm trying to introduce a segment on our podcast.
Keep going.
Let me explain it.
So
I did well.
That's good.
Okay.
That was great.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Okay,
need some water.
We're gonna give 3 news stories about Pokemon.
Okay.
Pokemon related.
Down,
One of them is true.
back to Earth.
The other 2 are false, and the other members has to try and work out which one.
That's
is
exactly
true,
what
which
I
ones
said,
are
but
false.
worded differently.
No.
Not at all what you said.
What did I say?
It doesn't matter.
So, Alex, whatever. Alex is doing it this week, so what are the questions you have today?
Well, they're not really questions, they're more news stories. But
Okay, whatever, the news stories that are either true or false.
anyway, I could say them like questions if you want, but I'll say them like
I don't
the
know.
news stories.
I don't
So-
know. Just
whatever
do
feels
your
right.
thing.
Okay,
Do
so
your thing.
news story number 1. And these are all TCG related, by the way. All
Okay.
these are related to Pokemon TCG.
I'm getting into my
So-
I'm taking out my cards right now so I can.
The first story is about a man who found a Pikachu Illustrator card online, which, if you guys don't know, Pikachu Illustrator is... The Illustrator Pikachu cards are basically the most expensive or rarest Pokemon cards you can find. He found it for $9,950. Well, $9,950.
That is so false, dude. I'm sorry. Keep going.
I don't know that honestly.
Keep going. Sorry.
He didn't waste
I will
no
finish.
time.
He found it for $9,950, thinking it was a bargain, purchases it, and in the mail receives a picture of the card instead of the actual thing.
Okay, wow, that's
damn.
actually sucks.
Okay. Second story. A man and his friend were going out and they bought some Pokemon packs, and his friend pulled a base set Charizard card, and thinking it was going to be worth loads, basically, he didn't have any cash on him, so he traded his car for the card, and when he took the card and tried to sell it, it was in such bad condition, it was basically worthless.
Wow.
That's his
Okay,
that's the
okay,
second story.
okay.
And
These are
the
both
third
very believable stories.
And the third story is about a boy who basically tried to swap his baby sister for a rare holographic Vaporeon
Oh
card
my gosh.
in school, but obviously couldn't. So yeah, the questions are: did a man buy a Pokemon card for $10,000 and received a picture, or Dobbs, he wanted it in question form, so whatever. Did a man trade his card for a card which turned out to be worthless because of the condition of it, or did a boy try to swap his baby sister for a Pokemon card?
And one of them is true.
One of them is true, the other
All
two are
right.
false.
So let us know in the comments on which one you think.
Crazy.
Obviously, since Dobbs said one of them was false.
No, before you even finished it, I thought it was already false because that card goes for like $1 million.
Because obviously
I
it
feel
goes
like.
for more, yeah. But
The
this guy
sad
saw it and thought it was a
thing-
bargain.
The sad
that's right.
thing is that
Okay.
one of these things are true.
Yeah.
One of
Oh
these
my
stories
gosh.
is true.
I feel like the one I said it was false originally is the true one. What do y'all think?
I don't know, man. You said it was true. You said it was false straight away.
Oh my gosh. I know you're throwing me off now. Okay, I gotta think about this. So
I mean, I don't-
$10,000 got it. Like that does seem like something that would happen. Like
How old was the guy who traded his sister?
I feel like that's happened anyways. So I feel like some random high school kid or
I can't see exactly how old the boy was, but he was in school at the time, and his sister was 10 months old.
okay.
Oh my.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. What was the second one? The second one was the car.
The second one was a man went out with his friend to buy some Pokemon packs. His friend pulled a base set Charizard, and the guy wanted it so bad he traded his car for the card, but he couldn't sell it because it was in such bad condition.
I'm gonna go with number 1. I'm
gonna go with number 3.
I'm
So
fine.
does that mean Kanga goes to number 2 by
I
default?
was, no. I mean, I could pick a different one, but honestly, I'm kind of. You know what? My instinct is actually number 1. I'm going with Dobbs.
All right, what is it, Alex?
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna.
So, Dobbs thinks it's number 1.
Oh god.
Kanga thinks it's number 1.
Yeah.
And Tricky thinks number 3. Okay, so Dobbs and Kanga, you're both wrong.
Oh, damn it, Dobbs.
No.
Tricky, you are not wrong. You're actually correct.
Yeah!
Tricky, what?
Traded little sister.
Because
Who did this?
that seems
So-
so believable. Because if it's a child, I called the place of my brother before.
Okay.
So
Oh,
Damn.
did he try?
I
Did he
was
try
4,
to?
so
Did he
I'm
try?
like,
Did he try to
Okay.
swap you? Did he
And
try to swap you for a Pokemon card?
Crazy.
No, he was just annoying me, so I called the police on him, and they actually came.
Wow.
But the bad thing is that
Been in jail ever since.
well,
I remember an old friend of mine from school called the police to invite them to his birthday.
mhm.
I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah,
Oh, is that it? I thought you were gonna
We
say
got
they
too
actually
much
came.
cake.
Because
Oh
the
my
thing
gosh.
is that I would have been so angry if someone traded a car for a Pokemon card, or someone paying
Yeah, that's
$10,000
ridiculous.
for a
Like,
Pokemon
this-
card.
This is BBC. Like, this is actual news. All right, so this is the story. The Pokemon craze reached new heights after an 8-year-old boy offered to swap his baby sister for one of the cards during a radio phone-in. What?
Oh my god.
So yeah, if you want to know more info on this story, which is indeed true, we will leave it in the description for you to check out for yourself.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
That's insane.
Alright, guys, so this is a guest segment where each week we have a different guest. And for this week, we have Vinny, the original 151.
Hi! How you
Person.
doing, Ethan Dobbs?
What's up, dude?
Glad to be here. Hello, Shelby. How you doing?
Hello, hello.
Hello, Aurora
Everyone say
Guardian.
hi.
Am I saying that right?
You can just call me
No.
Alex. Hi.
No, it's the,
How
it's
is-
the Orguardian with an
Aurora
E.
Guardian. Hi, Alex. How you doing? How are the kids?
I'm fine. How's your Toucanon?
Very good.
Has
He
it
is very
recovered
good.
yet?
How are you doing, Mr. Cloud? What would you
What?
like me to call you, by the way? I don't think we really went over this.
You can call me the Rowlet King. You can call me
Good name. Good name.
you could call actually just call me Kanga's Cloud. Just call me Kanga. Just call me Cloud. Just call me Adam. Adam.
I like
can't,
Cloud.
I can't
I
even
like
say
Cloud.
my own name anymore. You've charmed me. You've charmed me. This is
Does
what
anybody
you
in your life even call you Adam anymore?
Vinny, no, really, literally no. You have disabled me, my friend.
Even your grandparents just call you Kanga.
Well, yeah, because I will not speak to them if they call me anything else.
Listen. I think they're all great names, and you're a great guy. So let's have a great podcast,
I
guys.
like it.
Yes.
And my dog's barking.
Shout
My
out to
dogs are
Duncan.
barking too.
So anyway, so each week our guest is going to bring a subject to talk about.
Oh,
So what subject are you bringing to the table here?
what do you got?
So basically, after we did the Donkey Kong theme battle, I've been very obsessed with that game and all Nintendo 64 games. So I was like, yo, we should probably talk about the Nintendo 64 console and all the games that came out.
All right, so Vinny, tell us your thoughts on the Nintendo 64.
Is that where we're going with this? That's where we're going?
Sure, that's how I feel.
I think it's one of the greatest systems, if not the greatest console of all time.
Tell him again.
Yo, honestly,
Strong
no, I mean,
statement right there.
I have a lot of nostalgic memories with the 64, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I think
Ooh.
the Nintendo Switch is the best system of all time.
I don't
mean,
have one.
Here's the thing. We would not
Fancy.
have the Switch if the Nintendo 64 was never a
Thank you.
thing.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Right.
You
Can I
gotta,
just say-
you gotta respect your elders here, Ethan.
Can I
Dobbs.
just say, all of you are wrong. PC Master Race.
Oh my god, get out of here, Alex.
Do you even play
I
Pokemon?
agree with that.
You can play Nintendo 64 games on the PC, which technically makes the Nintendo 64 obsolete if you think about it.
No, wrong.
Well, if the console never
wrong.
existed in the first place, you couldn't play it on the
The
computer.
PC has more than
That's true.
64 bits.
I'll just keep going back to my first and only point here.
Hackers.
And what's your favorite Nintendo 64 game?
I gotta go with Mario 64.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say Paper Mario.
That's so cliche.
I'm not even gonna lie, it was like a cross between Paper Mario, Donkey Kong 64, and Mario 64. All three of those games are just literally
good
incredible.
games.
My favorites are
gosh.
Banjo-Kazooie. I freaking love
my God,
Banjo-Kazooie
yes.
and Banjo-Tooie.
Yes.
I don't know
My
what it was about
all-time
those
favorite
Nintendo
game.
64 games. The music and all of them were like absolutely incredible.
They
The
were all
music
special.
is
Very
fantastic in so many of the games.
Jungle Japes from Donkey Kong 64 is like my
Yes.
go-to track right now.
Well,
This
close, I guess.
podcast just got a soundtrack.
I just want to rate my top 5 64 games. It's going to be Banjo-Kazooie, Tooie.
You
and
putting
that's it.
Banjo-Tooie in there?
Yeah, that's a 64 game.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised. Isn't Banjo-Tooie the one that got like a much less good response than the first one?
Really?
I loved it. I don't know. I
love
loved
it.
it.
Tooie.
I might be thinking of something else. Actually, I think the second one did better than the first one.
Because
now that I'm thinking
like they
about it.
ruined it with Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah, I
whenever
think you're thinking of
Microsoft
Nuts and
bought it.
Bolts.
That's probably what I'm thinking of.
With
yes.
the cars,
Oh,
like that
yeah,
one was
yeah,
horrible.
yeah.
we
that
don't
was-
talk about that
Ew.
one.
Gross, dude.
Swipe that under the rug.
Yes.
Sure.
Did you guys used to do the thing where where the game wouldn't work sometimes and you would blow in the cartridge?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yes.
still do.
I
have
did
not
that with the original
gotten rid of
Game
my
Boy.
I do that in everything in my life. If my car doesn't start, I open the hood and I blow at the engine.
Yes, that will definitely work.
What
All
if your
pro
friend
mechanics
doesn't
around the
work?
world will tell you that.
No,
PG.
that's just dirty.
They'll charge
Sorry.
you thousands of dollars for that too.
Is it,
Little
is it
trick,
true
kid.
that you've never played a 64 game?
Can I just say I've never owned Nintendo. Well, I've never owned a
Oh my
Nintendo
God.
64. So I'm so what I'm going to do?
Someone
I'm
help
going to
this
go to the
man.
Wikipedia page of Nintendo 64 games and randomly pick a Nintendo 64
Someone
game,
help us.
and I'm going to close my eyes,
Actually-
point at the screen,
Pause.
No,
and I'm going to say,
no. Don't close your eyes. Just look at the names. Judge them by the names. I want to see what you pick.
I picked one. I'm going to say that Elmo's Letter Adventure is the greatest Nintendo 64 game.
Yo, do not sleep on Elmo's Adventure, son. That's that fire, son. I've literally never heard of that in my entire life, for the
I've
record.
never.
Well, it's Elmo from Sesame Street. How can you go wrong?
You want to talk about like games from the Nintendo 64 that aren't really widely known? If any of you know this, I'll be so happy. Have any of you ever played Glover?
I've heard of Glover.
Glover.
Glover, I'm definitely gonna stream that soon.
I'm
now that
thinking of
about
Glover
it.
from like
Glover's awesome.
SpongeBob, where they get the gloves from the fair.
Glover is literally the game with that white glove that runs around with the face on it, and you have to use that beach ball. You know what I'm saying?
This is the bad guy from
I don't
Super
think
Smash
I ever
Brothers.
played that.
I can't remember that game.
This is the white hand from Super Smash Brothers.
I don't think that's him. Might be a distant relative, but he's awesome.
Crossover.
Because when you
That's
said
another
white
game.
hand,
that's
that's
another
where my
game
brain
too,
went.
though. Smash Bros is incredible.
Yes, the original
Yes,
Smash.
Original
Bros.
Smash is
Okay,
fun.
I just looked up Glover, and I've never seen this game in my life. What the heck is
Dude,
this?
we gotta play it. It's so fun. It's literally incredible.
This looks like a Mario port. This looks like a Mario game that mix of Zelda.
You know,
It's a lot of fun.
Speaking of Mario, I was kind of catching up on some of your LPs, Vinny. By the way, very very good stuff. If you guys,
Thank you.
I watch a lot of Pokemon LPs because I have a lot of friends that do them, and I can say you're like one of the top ones. It is so entertaining.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So definitely go check that out. But what I want to show you something really quick. I came across one of your videos that made me think about something recent. I rewatched the original Super Mario Brothers movie that they made back in like the early '90s. That was really really bad. But I've been wanting for the longest time for there to be a sequel of this. Maybe like and I came across something. Maybe check this out, Vinny. I don't know if anyone's approached you on this. If you're interested. There we go.
All right, so basically you're saying you want me to play Super Mario in an upcoming live action Mario
I'm
movie.
saying you were born to play it.
I'm saying
Yeah, I can see it.
absolutely. Yo, did you hear recently Nintendo like officially announced that Mario and Luigi are not plumbers anymore?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did
what the
see
hell?
that.
That broke my freaking heart, man. That's
what are
that's
they?
like
What
the
are they
essence
then?
of they're unemployed apparently. They gotta get jobs. It's absurd.
Now
go
Mario's
through
running
pipes.
shirtless on the beach without a job.
What kind of message are they sending to the young Italian Americans? Like, what is going on
That-
here? They
that
were
is a
plumbers. They had a
Mario-
great gig,
That
and now
is
they're
Mario
just
for today's generation.
ridiculous. But yo, I would love to play. I would love to play him in a movie.
Dude, honestly, you would be perfect. Like if they ever do like a live action Mario film, you should definitely.
Okay, do your best Mario impression. Go.
let's go. Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's time. There's time.
Yeah, I have time to work on my craft.
Yes.
For sure.
I know Vinny wants to be a voice actor on Dragon Ball Z or
That would be
Super.
like the greatest thing of all time.
Who would you want to voice in Dragon Ball Z?
I would voice a random person in a crowd. Like, I would literally do anything. Just working on that show in general would be like the greatest thing of all time.
Setting the bar.
I was expecting like one of the main characters.
I would play an
Voldemort voiced the
armadillo
crowd.
just walking by and saying,
I think Vinny should voice Yamcha.
I'm down.
Oh,
Yamcha
sure.
would be dope. Dude, Yamcha, no one realized, well, people obviously realize this, but a lot of new fans, Yamcha back in the day, in the Dragon Ball days, he was a badass, man. The Wolf Fang Fist, he had some badass moves.
Oh yeah, in the regular
Now he's
Dragon
just
Ball
completely
series,
irrelevant, but back in Dragon Ball, he was a badass.
he was like
Poor
on par with
Yamcha.
Goku.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy how far Goku has come. I don't mean to segue into a different conversation, but literally, like, when you watch the original Dragon Ball till Dragon Ball Super, this man is a god now. I have a good question. Would you guys rather have your own Pokemon or be able to be a Saiyan and go Super Saiyan and have all the Saiyan powers?
Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan for sure.
Super Saiyan.
I have some questions. What do you mean by have my own Pokemon? As in, I'm stuck here in the actual world, and I have just one single Pokemon.
Yes. Of your choice. You could pick anything.
The thing is, if I'm a Saiyan, I feel like I die like within a day because you know you go Super Saiyan, it puts so much strain on your body, and you know you don't have any sensu beams to heal yourself because they don't come with the Saiyan power.
Listen, man. Well, what if we gave the contingency that you would not die right on the spot? You could power up, you're good.
You're gonna just blow up the world like really quickly.
I'm kind of with
Like,
Alex on this. Like, I don't know that I want that much power.
No,
I want it.
what's
I do.
what's gonna happen? What's
Yeah,
gonna happen?
we
is
want it.
Vinny,
Give us the power.
What's gonna happen is Vinny's gonna attempt to go Super Saiyan 3, and in the process, delete all of human life, basically.
Existence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
then
it
he's
would-
gonna be, then he's just gonna suffocate in space. That's
I mean-
what's gonna happen.
I feel like you took a really dark turn. Like, I was
I know.
saying, you could have cool powers, you know what I'm saying?
Then here's Alex. Well, what if you
No.
explode?
This is a more complex question than you.
All right, well, if
led
you're
us
gonna
to
dig
believe.
deep into it like that, I would
Yeah.
say if someone was like, "Yo, I want a Charizard," then would you be the guy that's like, "Oh, well, would burn your entire house down"?
I won't pick Charizard. I pick something like Mew, which can change into any Pokemon.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh,
Yeah,
And then you
I
have a
would do
cute
the
little
same.
companion to cuddle with. That's good.
Yeah.
I would definitely
Mew's your-
pick Mew if I could
Mew
have
is
one
your mascot
Pokemon.
as well, Vinny. So you picking Super Saiyan transformation is betraying your own mascot.
Think about all the good you could do for the world if your example isn't a thing. If you were actually a Saiyan,
If you're blowing up the world by screaming, you're not doing any good to the
nah,
world.
I would
You could
say
fly, Alex.
How about to make this?
That is very
topical-
tempting.
If
but
you had to be any of the new Ultra Beast, either the cotton candy one or a giant wall, which one would you want to be?
I would
be
want to be the
Burst.
cotton candy.
the
disco
cotton
ball.
the cotton candy one is my dad, so
Why
I
is
would pick the
that
cotton candy
such
one.
an easy choice for you guys?
I don't want to be a wall. You know how boring that would be.
It's actually
Yeah.
starting to
Amazing.
grow on me. I know that I said that it didn't really.
This
Like
man
it.
thinks of things so literally. He's like, I want to be a wall.
You know how many eyes that thing has?
You'd be a walking
You know how
wall.
easily you get poked in the eye.
You'd be feared wherever you went.
Alright guys, so this is our final segment called Pokemon 20 Questions. It's kind of an homage of Game Scoop's video game 20 questions, so shout out to them. And yeah, we're gonna have the guests choose the topic. It could be anything Pokemon related, it could be a toy, it could be a video game, it could be a character, it could be anything Pokemon.
Can't say if
So,
it's a toy, it's going to be really freaking difficult to pinpoint,
I'm currently
what
holding the
toy.
toy.
1999 special
Special
Pikachu
edition.
hat.
Special edition Charmeleon figure.
So yeah, Vinny's gonna choose it, and we're gonna like go around and ask questions and see if we can get it.
I am ready. I have my item. I'm staring at it right now.
Okay.
Oh,
right. Is it in the video games?
Yes.
Oh, we're already on a good track, guys. Here we go.
No good, no good.
Is it a Pokemon?
Yes.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so easy.
Is
What
it?
the hell do you want me to pick?
No, we're good. We're good. Keep going.
No,
keep
it's
going,
fine,
keep
it's
going.
fine, it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. I'm focused.
Is it a legendary?
Damn it. Yes.
This is so easy. Damn it.
All right, is it okay? I'm gonna ask of more. Is it in the original 151 Pokédex?
No. which is ironic because my name's Original 151.
I know. I literally
Well,
did that.
We've narrowed it down to 5 to 6 Pokemon.
Is it a flying type?
It has that, yes. Dual typing.
Is it flying though?
Yes.
That's what having flying type means, Dobbs.
We're learning so much.
All right. It's flying type.
Is this legendary the star of one of the Pokemon movies?
So
Yes.
all of them are.
No, not all of them are.
Every single one of them has been a star.
Weatherman,
somewhere.
answer the question.
Yes.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites, too.
Okay, I think I know what it is.
Does it? I don't want
Does
to
it
like.
squawk?
Is it a bird?
I think. Yes, I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, shit. Hold on.
Does it,
Yeah. I'm gonna go with yes. I'll explain
I think
why
I know what
later.
it is.
is it okay? Is it in one of the first 5 Pokemon movies?
Oh my god, you're gonna make me start googling? No, yeah, it is. It is
I definitely know what this is. Is it based off a plane?
a plane.
Plane?
No. It's not.
Rephrase the question.
Is the Pokemon inspired by a plane?
Say Jets. Say
I don't
Jets.
think so.
Okay,
No.
Jet. It's not Latios then.
Is this Pokemon related to the sea?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Alright.
Does this Pokemon have anything to do with da 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 da? Da 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 da.
Is that its theme? I don't even know.
I get that question. I feel
Yeah, I get it, I
Really,
get it.
I feel really,
I don't think I get the
feel
question.
really nerdy that I get that question.
Hold on, do it one more time.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Is that played on an instrument of some
Yes.
sort? Okay, yes.
All right. Okay, let me think about this.
This is
I'll
question
narrow it
12, so let's continue.
We're on question 12. Oh my god. Okay.
down. Okay.
Nobody knows what it is yet?
Is this Pokemon?
I think
I know what it
This
is.
is
Yeah, I
Pokemon.
know what
We'll
it
guess at 20. We gotta make sure.
Yeah.
Does this Pokemon, for some reason, speak human languages? Or wait, can it communicate human languages?
Yes.
All Pokemon can. That was a stupid question.
Is it?
What do you mean?
Boom! Roasted!
What do you mean all Pokemon can?
You made
I gotta
it.
say,
I still don't really know what it is. Like, I'm thinking Rayquaza, but I don't know if that's
What?
it.
No.
We're not guessing yet. We're
Dobbs.
not guessing
No,
yet.
I'm not guessing. I'm just thinking out loud,
just take
guys.
a
Holy
guess, Dobbs.
shit!
this man loves to think out loud.
All right, it's a
Guess,
flying
Dobbs.
type, so I mean, is it a part dragon?
Is that your next question?
Yes.
No, it is not part
Well,
dragon.
I don't know what it
Vinny.
is, guys.
I love how
I'm
Alex
lost.
and Shelby and I are all
Dobbs
pretty
doesn't know
sure.
Vinny, I have a question, Vinny. My
Dobbs,
question.
you good, bro?
You guys are asking like the most vague questions ever. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about.
Hey, Alex, it's your turn.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Alex, go.
Is this Pokemon shaped like a Lugia?
Come on.
Come
what?
on.
Okay.
Well,
I see.
yeah.
Is this
Shaped
Pokemon?
like a-
I wonder what it is.
Could you catch this Pokemon in the second
Shelby's turn, thank you
generation
very much.
Pokemon games?
It's
Oh,
Shelby's
It's
turn.
Shelby's
Can
turn.
it
Sorry,
form
sorry.
I think it's Cloud.
Whirlpools?
Yes.
Can you catch this Pokemon in the second generation of Pokemon games?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what question number is this?
Wait, does Dobbs still
That
not
was
know?
16. That was 16.
All right, is this question 17? That's my question.
I hope it is. Yes.
Cool. I know who it is now. You've basically said it.
Yes.
I feel like at this point you guys should take a guess.
Yeah, we should just guess and we shouldn't keep going.
No, we should keep going. We should keep going.
We gotta finish it. This
We'll
is we gotta
keep-
set a
what?
precedent.
Okay.
Okay, it's Lugia. There you go. There you go, guys.
Yay!
God dang it.
It's
Insert
your boy
applause.
Lugia. What was that song you were singing, by the way? Is that the thing
It's
that
Lugia's
you
song.
play?
The flute.
That
the
threw
little-
me
Okay,
off.
yeah.
It
It's
sounded
literally
like
called
Owen.
Lugia's song.
I was thinking about that from the movie, and I couldn't remember. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. There's that thing that the girl plays,
Yeah.
and then Ash is the chosen one, and he jumps on Lugia's neck. He's like, yeah.
I
didn't
I
show
don't-
But yo, thanks for having me on the podcast, guys.
Yeah, thanks, man. We had a blast having you on here.
A lot of fun, a lot of good times.
Vinny, out of respect for the animal kingdom, please do not buy any more pets.
Listen, man, I'm a pet lover, always will be. Gotta keep getting the pets.
And there we go. Sleep Talk Podcast. See y'all next time. Next time we have Barack Obama.
Wow.